What up, LA Rams fans, football fans, all around.
Cooper Kupp fans.
Yeah.
Puka fans.
Puka fans.
Cam Akers fans.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of the Rams as a whole, there's two. At the trade we know of, Cam Akers.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
What's
I know. What is the value?
What's the value? Yeah.
Nothing.
I'll give you like I will say this: running backs are scarce right now. They're going down like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
As
there's
we just
teams
saw.
right now that are, as we just saw, sadly, Nick Chubb's, but J.K. Dobbins out, Saquon's out for a little bit, Austin Eckler, they don't know what's going on with him yet. Some of these have backups, but for sure, a late pick would you give up for him?
Well, considering that, like, you have people like Kareem Hunt for people who are really desperate.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't be offended, Rams, if they call you back. I'll give you a 6th or 7th round pick for Cam.
Everybody knows you don't want him.
Yeah, and everybody knows he don't want to be there.
Yeah.
Everybody knows he's not that great.
But I think a team like, not to jump on Cam, but like the Bucks maybe offer something late for him.
Yeah. They said they've already been in talks with a few different teams for him, but they haven't said who.
Because it's a lie. Nobody want that motherfucker.
Probably.
Like, hey, look, we have a mini fridge here that we're getting rid of. We'll hand it to you.
That fool put a dirty refrigerator on Craigslist and wondering why nobody want to buy it.
It's not pretty by any means. It's not for me, if I'm the Rams, though, you don't want him. You're not getting much out of him. You're not going to even use him at this point, so you can't utilize him and show off his talent if he has any left at that. You got to take what you can at this point. Get what you can, get the pick, get away from that, move on with it. That's it. Like, get your picks. You need picks.
Yep, badly.
Yes. And then you look at that side of it, but then you go to the other side, and this guy Puka Nacua is taking the world of football and fantasy by storm, and
35 receptions in 2 games.
So it makes it down to what we've been talking about off camera is it time to trade Cooper Kupp to replenish some picks?
Yes, do it.
Because
because how are you going to have 2 people doing the same thing?
Yeah.
And looking at their wide receiver, I mean, between Puka and Tutu Atwell, those 2 are doing well.
Yeah.
They're holding their own against. They did well against the 49ers, which is probably the best defense in. And I get it. We said it. The 49ers probably played down a bit to the Rams. It's a division game also, but you need picks. And Cooper, he's been hurt. He's old. What is that? I think, Caleb, you said he's like 30, 31. So
I think he's still got a bunch. I still think he has some left in the tank, though, to be honest with you.
Oh, I do. But I think it's also
I think he's got a lot in the tank, but it's that wide receiver thing where once you get hurt like that, it kind of lingers. Like, this is like the 3rd year that this fool's missed games like this.
There's just something about the way he plays football, though, where I feel like that's the exception. Think about like Julian Edelman.
Yeah.
Like, that's who he reminds me of.
Yeah.
So I think I don't think he can go to a team and that has to like get better. But if he goes to the right team, he could be the piece that makes him. It'll be like, look, I'm gonna just tell you where I want him to go. I think Cooper Kupp in a Kansas City Chiefs uniform is fucking hilarious.
Are you fucking kidding? I said that at the gym this morning.
I think
he's going to end up on the Chiefs.
Well, I don't know if that's where he's going to end up, but like, think about Cooper Kupp jumping on that team will give you the same feeling as when Diggs went to Buffalo.
Exactly. I told Nick that at the gym today. I said they're going to say that he's going to go somewhere, and I was like, and knowing the way football works, he's going to end up on the Chiefs. That's what I feel.
I mean,
I don't know if the Chiefs have a pick to waste, though. That's the only question. I straight up want a 1st-round pick for him.
Well, yeah.
Would you give up like
2 second rounds?
Mm-mm.
What about like a young receiver in him and a pick? But you really don't need a receiver because you have Tutu and Puka, so it's kind of like, eh.
Will you take a 3rd-round pick in CEH?
I really I mean, I
I
like
mean,
CH, but I don't know if they
yeah, I
want him.
think that would work out better
All
than
right,
if
I'll
they got
make you
him.
a deal. I'll take a 3rd-round pick as the Rams. Give me a 3rd-round pick. No, fuck that. Give me a 2nd-round pick, CEH, and I want Noah Gray.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, him going to the Chiefs makes a lot of sense because they don't have a clear-cut wide receiver 1 over there. If he goes over there, he's gonna fucking ball out.
Well, I don't care about like who's 1, 2, 3. I just think the way that he motions, Pat will know how to use him.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't have anybody over there that he can do shit with other than Travis Kelce.
I think Bill Belichick would know how to use him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like who needs a receiver that's probably going to be in playoffs, but also who can give the Rams a first, 2nd-round pick that they're going to want. Because at the end of the day, I don't have to trade you. I mean, I'd like to trade you, but if we're being realistic, I mean, depending on how the season starts going, if you're going to
Okay,
trade
I got
Matthew,
another one for you.
yeah.
Check this out. So the Jets aren't fitting to give up a 1st-round pick to the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Just give a 1st-round pick to the Rams for Cooper Kupp.
The
Rodgers,
Jets?
Cooper, and Garrett Wilson. Yes.
Oof. That would be a solid 2024 season.
That'd be a little scary to fucking think about.
Yeah, Rodgers said he's coming back in January.
What do you think if he ended up in like Tampa Bay?
It'd be a waste of time.
I know, but I'm saying, like, what if Tampa Bay ends up doing really terrible this year, and they end up with like Caleb Williams in the draft or something?
That's still not enough. Like you have to build a team around a rookie.
I think
Yeah.
Cooper needs to go to a team that's already in playoff contention.
Yes.
Of because one, I just like I was trying to say earlier, I think that it's gonna be kind of like in the NBA when they do it, where it's like, where do you want to go? Here are your options. I'm gonna give you an option out of these teams. This is this is what they're offering me. So you can go and get you a ring, maybe, and we get our picks. Thank you for everything you've done, type of thing. Because it's not like he's hated there. He's beloved there. But if you were already thinking of trading Matthew Stafford, you're thinking of rebuilding at some point. And when you got these young receivers, hey, I might try to go in the Caleb Williams.
He's one of those weird players where like you just can't put him with any quarterback. Like he would be the kind of good player to help a team like the Giants. But I'm not wasting you with Daniel Jones. Ooh. And not to say that that Jordan Love is better than Daniel Jones, but I would much rather see you with the Packers under LaFleur.
Yeah. I mean, they need a freaking receiver with Christian Watson out. Yeah, I'm trying to go through like playoff teams. I mean, Baltimore has way too many of them.
God, just don't end up.
Cincy has way too many.
Don't end up in Las Vegas. Don't end up.
I doubt Buffalo goes to get him.
Yeah, I mean that would be cool if Buffalo went and got him, but they don't. I don't
think they have picks.
That doesn't look like. That doesn't even sound like a Buffalo move though.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. I don't really see a team. Honestly, the only team I see that makes sense is Kansas City.
Yeah. Kansas City. I think the Patriots make sense. If it don't cost the arm and a leg, the Jets.
The Packers, like you said.
The Packers would be a good scenario for him, I think. I don't want to waste your time in New Orleans with Derek Carr. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think the Rams give a shit. Whoever's gonna pay the most for him is where he's gonna go.
Well, it's football. I mean, I don't know why I was saying trying to be nice, but I think against football,
he got a ring and was Super Bowl MVP. I think he's
give me my
chill
first
whatever
form.
happens.
Give me my first for him. You can have him.
Yep.
You want him, you got him, man. I mean, if I was Kansas City, I'd be like, hey, you know what? We're gonna win a Super Bowl anyway. Let me go get him.
Another good spot for him, but I don't like the quarterback. The
Tennessee
Colts.
Titans. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey, that is a Colts move. They might do that. Him and Michael Pittman over there for the young.
That would be tight. I'm not gonna lie.
Now keep that bitch out of our division.
I know,
but well, I mean, Rams fans, you have some picks probably coming your way. Definitely Cam Akers will probably get you a 6th, 7th, and a Snickers. It's going to be expired stickers.
Boom,
But
boom.
Other than that, I mean, Cooper Kupp. And then even if you trade Matthew Stafford after all that, I mean, being realistic, if you start losing games, I would trade him and go and put myself in that Caleb Williams shot a bit.
For sure.
Because that would be amazing. Rebuild. You win the Super Bowl, you get some picks, and you rebuild. Wow. I honestly, it's not bad. Keep up the good work. You have some nice receivers.
Hold on, just before we leave them, who gets traded first, Stafford or Kupp?
Kupp.
I like Stafford.
No.
I think there's teams out there who need a little bit better quarterback play that are willing to do it.
I think give it week 5 when they start losing. And I think they're going to start to make those phone calls. And Stafford, he almost got traded to the Jets. We saw the report. There's no point to not get something for him. And once that phone call goes of him gone, then the Cooper Kupp stuff rises up even more.
yeah.
The only thing that might hinder that is if the Vikings are willing to let go of Kirk Cousins on an expiring contract. Because I think you can get him for cheaper. But he's straight up a rental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know who would want to rent a Kirk Cousins.
Packers.
I think it's the Jets. Who knows? Sorry, Rams fans. I ain't trying to shit on y'all's team, but y'all suck. Trade y'all's player.
Trade your stuff. Get your picks, bro. Get your picks.
And we're not even hating on y'all because we were the first ones to show Puka love.
Yep.
Go look at our old videos. We showed him love. Dude's nice.
True.
We're fans of him. Make sure you guys like, subscribe to the network. Got you covered on NFL content, fantasy football content going forward. So let us know in the comments who you think gets traded first. More than likely it's Cam Akers, but after that, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp. Show love to Puka in the comments. We're out of here. Rams fans and NFL fans. Later.
Peace.
Later.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.